So Bob, I loved your first book, The Inside Advantage. I've called it the best how-to, I think, strategy book for companies. We got a new one out called The New Experts. Who are these new experts?
New experts are everybody.
Yeah.
Every gender, every age, every person is a new expert today because they all have access to the internet. It makes them smart, and they become experts in everything, and they become so expert that they've taken control of the seller.
Yeah, and before the seller had all the information, the buyer had all the information, and the seller had the information. Now the buyer
has all the information. So it's switched. It's switched because information's power. Knowledge is power, and the person who's got the power, it has the knowledge.
So what's the company have to do about this? You've laid out 4 decisive moments that if you don't capture the customer, and we're not going to have time for all 4 of them, they can get that in the book, but talk about that first one, and you mentioned there's 3 things that you had better be for that customer at that initial moment.
Okay, that initial moment is called a now or never moment. This is what I call it, and it's the point. If you don't get them there, you don't get them at the second, third, or fourth, because these 4 moments are codependent and they're sequential. So you have to get them at each moment in order to get them to the last moment, which is the most profitable.
And it struck me. What are the 3 things at that moment you'd better convince them?
Well, what you don't want to do is start selling, because customers today come knowledgeable, and they want to feel knowledgeable, so you don't want to start selling. What do you want to do? You want to have them like you.
Okay.
Everybody likes to buy from somebody they like.
But I better sense that off from the website or my first contact with the company.
Yes, that's correct. I want to feel trust.
Yes.
And I want to be able to listen to them. They will tell you what they want. They will tell you how they feel about things, what the last seller tried to say to them. If you just get them to talk, or even on the internet, if you can chat with them and find a device, every single site should have something that enables you to connect with somebody at the company so that you can have that kind of dialogue with them. It ought to be an interactive situation.
So I got it, that initial moment, if I get a sense I like you, I trust you, and you get me talking, then I can move on to the next 3.
Quickly, because if you don't, my finger's on the delete button, or my hand is on the phone to hang up, or I walk past your store, or anything like that. It's a nanosecond today. It used to be seconds, now it's a nanosecond.
Bob, I appreciate it, and they can read your book to get those other critical.
And it's called The New Experts.
You got it. Take care.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.